Roof washing is one of the most profitable services that we provide. And you can make incredibly high margins if you've got the right equipment, you've got the right knowledge on how to mix, what chemicals to use, and how to do it efficiently so you can get in, you can get out, and you can do it safely. And 99% of what we do, asphalt shingles. So we don't have a tremendous amount of experience with barrel tiles or metal roofs. There's almost no barrel tile here in Savannah. There are some metal roofs, and we have cleaned a handful, but it's something that we don't really love doing. And I can count on one hand how many times we've done them, right? And while we do clean metal roofs on occasion, it's not something that we promote, advertise, even suggest to potential customers because of the number of issues that can result when we clean these types of roofs. And I am not suggesting that anybody out there watching does not clean metal roofs, right? More power to you. Get out there and get that money. And I'm going to even show you some of the ways that we clean metal roofs when we do clean them, so you are doing it the right way. But for my business and the safety of my technicians, we choose to avoid almost every single metal roof with the exception of a few. Now, the video you're watching now, we were able to do it from the ground, and it's not a big deal, easy peasy cup of cheesy. But when we get up into more involved roofs, those with different angles, 2 stories, 3 stories, and they've got areas that we're just not able to access easily, or we're going to have to walk on the roof to get to them, those are the ones that we're going to turn down. And I actually just got a 1-star review today from a customer because we're not going to clean a roof. This was going to require walking on a roof. It was a 2-story at one spot and a 3-story at another. And it was going to require us to have additional ladders on the roof, none of which we are going to do, not only for insurance purposes, OSHA regulations, but the most important reason, and that is the safety of my employees. I'm not going to jeopardize their health, their well-being to make a couple bucks. It just doesn't make sense, and it's not something that I'm willing to do. And this particular Karen decided that she was going to take issue with the fact that I was putting the safety of my guys first instead of getting her roof cleaned. So fuck you, Karen.
We've put together the most intensive training the industry has ever seen. Over 6 hours of in-depth training on the best methods for cleaning houses, roofs, driveways, and every other surface you might encounter on a residential job site. How to wash covers, the chemicals to use, how to mix them, the equipment, the best methods to make you the most efficient and profitable you can be. Safety and property protection, specialty chemicals, as well as pro tips, and so much more. We've helped 4,500 students get their ECP certification, which means How to Wash delivers and continues to deliver because it's yours to keep and review forever. We've also included an extensive Q&A section in each module, which gives you even more information at your fingertips. How to Wash is less than the price of one house wash, so don't wait. Click the link below.
So obviously, when you start putting sodium hypochlorite on a metal roof, it gets unbelievably slick. A wet roof is slick enough, but a wet metal roof that has sodium hypochlorite introduced is a recipe for disaster. I've been up on them before, and it can get scary very fast. And honestly, like I said, there's no amount of money that's worth the health and safety of anybody. It just doesn't make sense. And yeah, it sucks that we took a hit on Google as a result of this, but it is what it is, and shit happens. And I'm also quite sure that after her lengthy text messages to me highlighting how horrible I am as a business owner and that I don't know how to run my business, and that she was threatening us with the Google reviews and the Yelp reviews and Facebook reviews and anywhere else that she could leave a review, that my response to her, and I know this set her off, was, "Thank you for your feedback." I thought I was being nice, but apparently she did not like that. So take that little lesson away from this video as well. Don't say thanks for your feedback when somebody's sending you like an encyclopedia text messages and pictures about how bad you are. So let's move on. All right, so the point of this video is why we don't really like to clean metal roofs. And I've already highlighted some of the safety reasons, right? The next reason is because bleach, even when mixed with water at the low ratio that we would suggest you start at, it's still very corrosive to metal, galvanized steel, anything really. And the last thing that we want to be dealing with is a damaged roof, insurance claims, and customers who actually have a legitimate reason to be upset because of something that we did, not something that we chose not to do. But that's neither here nor there. And I'm sure just like you guys, I've seen pictures, videos, and I've heard horror stories of people that have applied a strong mix to a metal roof, regardless of what it is, Galvalume, galvanized steel, painted metal, whatever the case is, and there has been an adverse reaction to the metal on the roof. Obviously, there are people that do this every single day, and they must be pretty good, right? They got a good method. But for me and my business, like I said, we're mitigating the potential issues by choosing not to do a lot of these roofs. Only under certain conditions we will. And one of the major components of a roof that does corrode, and it does rust, and it does react with our detergents is the hardware that's used to install it. And a lot of times those react with our solution, and that's what's causing some of the issues as well. Discoloration of the roof, the rust comes back, there can be black streaks, and also on on Galvalume, even a light mixture is going to reduce the gloss and definitely rust the hardware, okay? And I've seen a bunch of streaky areas where SH puddles a little bit and even strange discoloration on some of the colors. But if you do decide you're going to do this, I would highly, highly recommend that you rinse, then you rinse again, and then you rinse at least 3 more times to prevent any excess solution from staying up there on the roof, which is going to cause damage, right? And that's one of the reasons that we avoid Galvalume completely. But if you do decide you're going to do it, what's the best way to do it? And obviously, we never want to use any high pressure when we're cleaning a metal roof or any roof for that matter. Low pressure, soft wash is the only way to apply a chemical. So the next thing you need to understand is what it is you're cleaning. Is it pollen? Is it bird droppings? Is it 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜𝗤, which is the exact same thing that we see on the asphalt shingle roofs that we clean every single week. And so obviously when we're cleaning roofs of any kind, we really want to start with the lowest solution ratio possible. It's going to be the most effective, right? That's what we're going to start with. So I would recommend cleaning it with like a 1.5 to 2% SH and water mix. Obviously throw in a surfactant, which is going to allow the solution to stay up there a little bit longer and allow it to do its job. And if it's not cleaning, then you're going to slowly and surely increase that mix ratio until it starts doing its job. As with any roof job and really any job that you're out there applying a chemical, you want to ensure that you're watering all the areas around the property, the bushes, the grass, anything that your solution gets on that can hurt it. You really want to rinse everything down more than you think, right? Like I said, rinse, rinse, rinse. And then when you think you're done, rinse again. Another thing to think about when you're doing metal roofs is when you're going to schedule them, right? We prefer to get them done first thing in the morning. And this allows the roof to be cooled off overnight, doesn't give the sun time to superheat it, right? But if you aren't able to schedule like that, definitely pre-wet the entire roof, cool it down with some fresh water as much as you can to bring that temperature down. And that's going to help your process along, because the last thing that you want to do is throw your chemical up on a hot roof, because it can like flash oxidize the paint. And that's going to cause a lot of problems that you don't want to deal with. And like I said, it's a slick roof, right? Way, way slicker than an asphalt shingle roof. And this means that anything that you spray up there is going to come down really fast. So like I had mentioned earlier, you want to have a surfactant, throw that in there, maybe mix it a little bit stronger. And also you don't have to be applying the solution so heavy, right? I see guys get crazy with the application of their solutions. It's not about the volume. You don't need to be throwing 8 gallons, 10 gallons per minute up there. 5 gallons a minute is fine. And even then it can get a little excessive. So really work on the coating and don't over apply your solution, because that's just going to cause more work for you. And it's going to cost more money because you're using more solution, more detergent, more surfactant, more bleach, and it's going to take you more time because you're going to have to rinse a lot more. So it's all about the process. It's all about the methodology. And so the more that you learn, the better you get, the easier the jobs are going to get. And I have done a bunch of research trying to figure out what the best way is, the surefire way that's going to get the metal roof clean, which doesn't require us to walk on it and apply pressure. And we all know that that's going to have a negative impact on the substrate that we're cleaning. And from what I can tell, pretty much every single roofing manufacturer suggests using a mild detergent, a soft bristle brush, and water. And very few actually say that you should use a bleach solution, which is really what you need in order to kill the organics on the roof. And honestly, I think that most of these roofing manufacturers, they say don't use bleach to mitigate any responsibility on their end from potential of rust or other damage to their product. And look, I love metal roofs, right? There's nothing better than being in a rainstorm. Metal roof sounds great, very peaceful. But like I said, I avoid them for the most part. And definitely before you take on jobs like this, make sure that you know what you're doing, okay? There are some things that just aren't worth it, whether it's from a liability issue or a safety standpoint. There are some things more important than a quick paycheck. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out How to Wash. Don't forget to check out 𝗤𝘂𝗂𝗜𝗄. We are giving away a Ford Ranger and a soft wash skid to a premium or platinum member. We're giving that away at the end of the month. So if you are interested in that, go to the App Store, go to the Google Play Store. You can go to myquoteiq.com and you can download it there and enter to win. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you guys. Hope you took a little something away from it. Give us a thumbs up and whatever else you guys do. See you.